All right, is anyone out there? All right, is anyone out there? All right, we'll probably get this thing started. Let's see, we got a few minutes yet. All right, so it's 4 o'clock, and I think ready to get started. All right, today we're going to be playing Demonship. This is from Blacksite Studios. Uh, it is available base game, and this board with terrain is a separate component that I purchased and built. I have a video talking about this specifically. Now, the idea of the game is you are playing a survivor on a ship that has been ambushed. Something's happened, you wake up, and the ship has been infested by demons. The first thing you have to do is we need to find the engine room to restore power because the lights are out. Then we need to make our way to the navigation chamber to initiate the escape procedures, and then we need to find the escape pods. Now, the way this works is we roll a die. That die will determine what room we're starting in. And from there, we use templates that are in the book to show how that terrain has been laid out. So we'll just get started right away. I believe, so first we're going to determine what room we're going. There are 6 different rooms, and each of those rooms has 2 different configurations. So we're going to roll, for now we're just going to roll this blue die. This one is going to be the first room. This is where we're waking up. All right, room number 5. Going through here, we're in the nav bridge. Not exactly where we want to be, but someone we're going to want to get to later. So we're going to start with configuration 5A. So I'm going to set this down right here. All right, so these panels tell us both large walls, you might notice these are actually magnetic, and there are magnets underneath the board. So it will stay in place. The minis that came with the game, I actually put washers underneath. I printed up some custom bases, and so they are slightly magnetic, but they don't hold the best. Now, let's see, there's going to be 2 different entrances in here. I put one here, one is down here. These might swap around. I generally use this one. This is the doorway that I'm coming in from. This is the doorway I'm heading out. So, but we're going to randomly determine which one is which. Now, there is 1 console in here, and we have to discover to see if we have locked crates. So we have 2 locked crates, potentially. So we're going to roll a d6. On a 1 or a 2, there are no crates. 3, 4, there's going to be 1 crate. And a 5, 6, there's going to be 2 of these crates. All right, we got a 4, so it's 1 crate. I get to decide where I want to put it. And I'm going to put it into this location, indicated on the map. There's also potentially 1 barrel. So this is a 1, 2, 3 is no barrels. 3, 4, 5, 6. The barrel is in the room. Okay, so it's a 4, so we do have a barrel. So to give you an understanding, what we're looking at here, this is a locked crate. We'll be able to do an action to interact with this, and we can find things in there. Flame grenades, energy soda, armored plates. The barrel allows us to, it can be shot as long as you have line of sight to it, and it will produce a flame on all the areas around it. This is good for damaging multiple demons if they're in the room. So now that we see the console, this is what we're going to, not necessarily at this point, but you can interact with it to do whatever the special actions are for the room. This room, when we get to that stage, will allow us to start the evacuation protocol. So let's look at our cast of characters here. We have the survivor. And these are the miniatures that came with the game. So we have 2 blood demons, potentially. Frog demon, which is actually my favorite. And the gun demon. So now that the room is in place, we're going to determine which doorway I'm coming in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just going to roll that randomly. All right, so I'm going to be coming in this doorway. And I'm going to try to get out this doorway. Now the scary part. We need to see if there are demons. Now I try to make these overlays. So we have to adjust that to see, make it a little bit bigger so you can read it. All right, so we're spawning demons. So what we do is we're rolling a d6, and on this chart, which hopefully you can make out, you might not be able to. So I'm going to roll it. All right, we got a 5. What that means is those look sharp. So we have 2 blade demons that are going to spawn in the room. They're in the prowl configuration. So they're going to spawn within 4 spaces, but out of line of sight of me. So again, I'm starting here in this doorway. So we're going to try to find a space. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to put one here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to put the other one back here. All right, we'll go back to the play. So we'll take a look at the board a little bit more. All right, so now how this game works is we're going to roll 3 dice. These are going to be the pulse dice. This is going to determine how many actions I as the player have and what actions the demons will take. You start with 3 pulse dice. Every time you take a wound, we're going to add a pulse dice. And for that case, I'm going to add these red ones. Those are going to indicate the ones that I'm accrued through wounds. And there is a condition that if we engage the cryogenics, the ship becomes cold and you will add a pulse dice. Now this one is special. Normally if you would have to put in a 7th pulse dice, the game is over, you've died. But with the exception of this blue one, which is the cryogenics one, it doesn't matter towards your total health. So we're going to set these aside. So I played this sometime last week. I don't think I got all the rules right. Actually, I know I didn't. So I'm going to try again. There's a few things I missed last time. Went through the rules again, and I think I'm a little bit better off. So what's going to happen is, we're going to roll these 3 dice. We're going to see what we get. All right. Not the best. So these are demon actions. And this is going to be rolls of 1, 2, or 3 are demon actions. 4, 5, or 6 are actions that I can take. These are specific actions. So demon actions go first. So we'll bring up their chart. Try to resize this a little bit better for you. All right, so we start with the highest, working our way down. So they're all 1s, so they are demon attacks. Now, unfortunately, start with the demon closest to us. They're both 4 spaces. We're just going to pick this one here. So these are all attacks. Now, what's going to happen is because they are only melee attacks, so they have to be next to me in space, he cannot attack. So we'll go to the next one. Can he attack? No. So if this had been a movement, he would move, then attack, and there's also an evade, which allows him to reduce damage. But for the most part, there's nothing. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take an opportunity. I want to get some evade tokens. These are tokens that you can take that you can use to negate potential damage. So And these are, you can do my actions. My player actions are going to be here. So what I'm going to do is the style on them action. I'm going to move 2 spaces and gain an evasion token. The demons, so we're going to do that. Well, we're going to make this an evade. This will turn to a 3, which I'll explain in a second. I'm going to get an evade token, bank that. Now the next action, so we go with the demon actions, survivor actions. Now there are mirror actions. So for every one of the player's actions, you're going to see it's going to be labeled as demon. So an attack means a demon gets an attack. A spray and pray is going to be, again, they get an attack, a move. Obviously, they get a move. Run and gun, they get a move. So styling on them or an interact means that the nearest demon is going to be able to take a number 3 action, which is an evade. So they're going to get an evade token. So I'm just going to pick this one here. I'm going to go from there. So that has completed this width phase. And I'm going to move my 2 spaces. I have my evade token. And we're going to the next round. Now, what we're doing is going to roll. Oh, we're going to get rid of this. Show you where I'm at. I moved up a little bit. All right, so this is a little bit different, but basically the same. So we're going to pick the demon that's closest to me. We're going to be looking at this one. He's going to be able to use this 2 action, which is a move. So he can move. Okay, I'll bring this up. Okay, the demon stats. So you can see this is a blade demon. So it has 2 hit points, moves 3, and does 1 point of damage. It's not listed here, but also the blade demon, if there are 2 of them in contact with the survivor, they do 2 damage. So all right. So he gets to move. So he's going to move 1, 2. You can always move diagonally. That's 1 action. So his next action would be an attack. He cannot. He can, this one that's kind of hiding in the back corner also cannot. So we're done. Now I get my action. I am going to take this opportunity to shoot this demon. I'm going to take a blast action. As you can see, the blast action, I'm going to deal 2 damage, and in turn, the demons will get an attack action also. So I'm going to do the blast action with this die. Boom. That's going to eliminate. Oh, it will not eliminate him because I forgot he has an evade. It will do 2 damage to him. So the first one is going to be, the first point of damage is going to hit that. Then he will actually take a point of damage. Kind of miscalculated there. So here they come. Now we've completed all our actions. He has an attack, which he is out of range. He can't. So we're going to go to the next width phase. Ooh. All right. So again, let's look at, we have 2 demon actions and a player action. So again, we can see the demon actions. They have 2 movements. So this one can move 1. Now he cannot, so he can't do another action because he is fully closest to me. That means this one can do an action. So I'm going to have him do 1, 2 as he stalks up behind me. Remember, this one actually has 1 point of damage. All right, so that's how we're sitting. Now I get an action. Now I have a couple of choices here. So I am going to do a run and gun. This is a little unclear. The run and gun action says move up to 2 spaces and deal damage. I'm not sure if I can shoot then move, or if I have to move then shoot first. This game is hard enough. I'm going to, for now, just say, yeah, I can do my attack and move. That attack will only do 1 point of damage. Let's take a look at that. Again, so I'm doing the run and gun, which is to move 2 spaces and deal 1 point of damage. So we're going to add another wound onto this one. Oops, not a wound. There. So that would be 2 wounds. So he is dead. And I'm going to move 2 spaces. 1, 2. Now, the mirror actions, the run and gun will go to a demon move, as we can see. So that means that this last one will also get a move action. So he's going to go 1, 2. He is now within range of me. So we're done for this wits phase. So we're going to move on to the next one. All right. So we have 2 demon actions and 1 survivor action. So we go in descending order. So we're starting with this. He's going to receive the closest demon will receive an evade. Then the closest demon will be able to do a 1, which is an attack. So I have a choice. Now I can either use this evade to eliminate the attack, or I can try to let my armor take care of it. I really don't want to take damage this early in the game, so I'm going to get rid of this evade token. And I'm going to use these actions. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a run and gun action. Here's my potential actions again. So I'm going to do the run and gun. It allows me to move 2 spaces. 1, 2. And I'm going to do 1 point of damage to him. That 1 point of damage will eliminate that evade token. Now the run and gun will allow them to, he does a move, and he's going to move 2 spaces. So 1, 2, he's back into base contact with me. And we're done with this wits phase. Again, I am trying to get out of this room. So we're back, beginning of the wits phase, and we're going to roll these dice. Oh, crying out loud. Not what I want to see. Okay, so I'm going to the demon is going to get 2 potential attacks on me, and then I will get an action back. So we're just gonna roll these. I don't have any evade tokens to get rid of them. On a 4, 5, or 6, my armor takes the damage. On a 1, 2, or 3, I take damage. And let's say this one's cocked. All right, 6s. Whew. So I've saved those. I'm going to use this action to blast. I'm going to do the blast action, and we're going to take that one out. All right. Whew. Room is cleared. I didn't take any damage. I have had games that have rolled so poorly that I died in the first turn before I even made it out of the first room. So, whew. Now I got some options here. We're going to go to the witch phase. Now, because there are no demons, we're still going to roll for them. If I get any 1, 2s, or 3s, it means demons will respawn. So I'm going to respawn demons. So let's go here. This is the spawn roll. So I'm going to roll a d6. And we got a 3, which means that prowl again. And we're going to get a gun demon this time. So we get 2 blade demons again. So 1, 2, 3. So we're going to put him here out of line of sight. And we're going to put this one here out of line of sight. And then the last one, so we're also going to put a gun demon. That one will be within line of sight of us. So, and as far away as possible. And I'd say this is about as far away as they can get and still have line of sight. All right, now again, I have a choice. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to interact with this barrel. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to see what I can find in there. There's one of 3 options. I've got a flame frag grenade, which will allow me to put a flame template somewhere on the board. I can get a style soda, which gives me, let's see, I get to move 2 spaces and get 2 evasion tokens. That's pretty good. And the last one is if I use an action for it. It's armor plating. It means I can reduce my pulse rate by 2. So we're going to do that. Let's roll. I don't have a overlay for that chart, but 1, 2, or 3 is a flame frag. 3, 4 is a style soda. 5, 6 is the armor plate. Let's see what we get. All right, we got the flame frag. Probably the one I want the least. But, oh well, they're all good. I think I have a token here for them. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I've got the flame frag. All right, so there's only going to be 1 item in each one of these lockers. We're done with this wits phase, so we're going to go on. We're going to roll the dice. Oh my God. So this is not good. So I get 1 action, and the demons are going to get 2 attack actions. So goes to the nearest one. Oh, I think actually this will be him, and he's the only one that can do attacks. He, as a gun demon, he has 3 hit points, can move 2. He has 1 ranged. Oh, actually he cannot attack. I forget we do have the darkness condition going on because I have not restored power. So actually I'm out of range. So I luck out there. I also cannot shoot at him. I can only shoot 2 spaces. So those 2 actions don't do anything. And my action is going to be, I'm going to style on them and move them and move to the doorway. Because I still have, it costs me an activation to go through the doorway. So the nearest model is going to move towards me. I'm going to go with 1, 2. All right, so we're done with that width phase, and we're going to go on. Oh, look at that. 6, 6, 6. And that allows me to leave the room. That's going to allow me to take that activation, and basically the other two are wasted. So I still have my grenades. We are still in darkness, and we are looking for the engine room is what we're trying to find. So we're going to reset everything. Demons get left behind, and we will still have the darkness. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll a D6, and this is going to determine what room we end up in next. 6. All right, we're in the escape pod. Hey, that's 4 6s in a row. That's not necessarily a good sign. Okay, so the escape pod. So we'll set this one up. I'm going to put it down here so we can kind of see it. Now, the first time I go in a room, I use the A configuration. If I find the same room again, I'm going to go to the B configuration. So we have double wall. We have an entrance here. And then we have a similar configuration down like that. We have a platform. Console is actually here. And yeah. And then we'll have a potential of at least one rock, one crate. Okay, so we're going to roll to see if there is a crate in here. And there is a crate. That is basically a 50-50 roll. Crate is located down here. Where's the other entrance? The other entrance is here. So we're going to determine which of these entrances is the one we're using. We're coming in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, rolling the dice. So we're coming in right there. Now, scary part, we're going to see if there's any demons. So again, we go to demon spawn. I'm going to bring that chart up for you. We got a 5. Okay, prowling again. So put one blade demon there, and we're going to put the next blade demon right next to him. All right, so everything's in place. So now we need to run I'm going to run the width phase. We're going to roll these pulse dice again. Ooh, so we got 2 player actions, and the nearest one, so this will be a demon action. 3 is an evade, and that's going to go to the nearest one, which is going to be this one. So that one will get an evade token. I get 2 actions. So I'm going to do a style on them, which is going to get me an evade. And then I'm going to run and gun. 1, 2. I'm going to say screw it. And I'm going to do 1 point of damage using that. 1 point of damage to them. So my style on them gives the next one. This will actually give one of them an evade. Actually, no, just gives him back an evade. So that was kind of a waste. And then I did a run and gun, which means that somebody gets to move. He cannot move because he is in base contact. He has in contact with me. So this one will go 1 and 2. So now that 2 demons are in contact with me, that is a bad thing because they will do twice as much damage. All right, so we're going to go with the width phase. Hopefully I can roll lots of high dice here so I can shoot them. And I did not. So, this is bad. This could be the end of the game, actually. So, all right. One of these So I'm going to use one of these to get rid of a damage. So we're going to go from the first demon. So one of them's been negated. Roll. I need a 4, 5, or 6 to save, or else I take damage. I got a 6. Now, something I forgot to do in the last room, you can take those 6s and bank them. If, while in a single room, you can accumulate 6 armor saves or 6 blitz rolls of 6 on blitz rolls, which I haven't done any blitzes yet, but basically it's running through a demon. You save them up, and I'll have to look up the rules, but you can, once you get 3 6s, you can actually turn them in to take 3 actions that the demons cannot mirror. So now I also have the second attack, which is going to be doing 2 potential damage to me. So again, hoping to roll big numbers, and I did not. So that means I am taking 2 damage. Now, so that means next time I will be rolling 5 pulse dice. If I take 2 more damage, game over. So this can escalate pretty quickly. Yeah, this is not looking good. So we're rolling now. There's potentially more activations for me. Things are escalating, but also potentially more activities for them. So let's roll this again, and not good. So we have 2 1s, a 2, and a 3. So we go to the nearest, we start at the top, go to the nearest demon. It's going to be this one, we'll say, and that one, can it do a 3? It can. A 3 is an evade. He gets an evade token. The next one is, go to the nearest one, they're both the same, and actually neither of them can move. So this is something I missed last time. This actually becomes a 1. So that means there are 3 attacks on me. So the first attack, now each one of these attacks are doing potentially 2 damage. So the first one, yeah, this is most likely it. All right, I saved one of them, take another pulse damage. So if I take 1 more damage, game over. This next one, 4, 5, or 6. And I did save 1, but there would be the 7th pulse, and I'm dead. So yeah, this was a quick 30-minute game. I made it just into the second room, and I died. This is kind of how this game goes. So, oh well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this. Kind of hope it would have gone a little bit longer. I'm debating whether I want to just start over. You know, I think I'm just going to start over. We're just going to start from scratch and reset everything here. Because honestly, I don't want to be done yet. So, we're going to get rid of these extra dice. And we're going to go back to 3 pulse. We're going to reset everything. I'm going to leave the room there just because if I end up back in the escape pod, no, this is the navigation room. Oh well, then I don't have to reroll it. It's a 2, so I will have to reset this. So we are going to the armory. So we're going to wake up in the armory here. So we're going to reconfigure the room. And mind you, this is, again, second game because I died. So as we can see, I have, oh, that glare is bad, but, so it's a pretty simple system. You just follow the instructions. So I am going with, okay, we have one there, and then a single. Another one here. Console's in place. And there's going to be another double right here. Doorways are going to be one of them there, and the other one's going to be far side of the room. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're just going to see where I'm coming in. So it will be this side. We're going to come in there. All right, so I discovered to see if there are up to 2 locked crates. Rolling a d6. 1, 2 means there are no locked crates. 3, 4 means that there is 1. 5, 6 means that there are 2. So 1, 2 means no locked crates. Discover barrels. So we're going to roll to see if there's any barrels. And we have 1 barrel. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to put it right here. So the armory is a great room. If you interact with the council in the armory, it allows you to get rid of up to 2 pulse rates. So I get to get rid of 2 pulse dice. Fortunately, I'm starting out, so I don't actually have any. All right, now the scary part. We'll see where the demons are. All right, it's a 3, which means we got 2 gun demons. We're going to put them right here and right here. They're approximately up to 4 spaces away and out of line of sight. And then we're going to find what is the farthest line of sight from me. I'm going to say it's probably right there, down that corridor. And that's where we're going to put a gun demon. All right, we're going to roll 3 on our action dice. 3 on these pulse dice to see what actions we get. All right, we have 6 and then 2 movements. So the nearest one, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to pick this one. He's going to move 1, 2 towards me. Oh no, 3. They move 3. The next one's going to move. He's going to go 1, 2, 3. And that's that. Then I have an action. I'm going to, now if I attack one of them, that they get to take a mirror action, and that mirror action will be, in this case, it would be the same as mine. So I'm going to, yeah, we're going to go for it. I'm going to blast one of them. So the next one, so this will become a attack action. So he's going to try to attack me. Potentially 1 damage. I get to try to do a 4, 5, or 6 save on this. And I got a 6. Now, I get to bank these 6s. Once I get 3 of them, I get to take 3 free actions called Number of the Beast. Now, we're done with the actions here. And roll our next pulse dice. All right, we get 2. So, these are going to be evades. This one can evade, so he gets an evade token. And the next one, which is next closest, is going to be this one. He's going to get an evade. I get, I don't know, I'm thinking about it. What do I want to do? I can blitz and try to run through him. There's definitely an advantage. There is definitely a point of maybe just trying to get the hell out of the room, but he will just run up to me. So, you know what? I'm going to blast him. I'm going to do 2 damage to him. First one will get rid of the evade. Second one puts a wound on him. Next. He does get an attack back at me. 1 damage. And I did save that. So, that's completed the demon actions, the survivor actions, and the mirror actions. So we're going to go back to rolling pulse dice again. Come on, big dice, big dice. Oh, we do. All right, this is good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run and gun. I'm going to go 1, 2, and do 1 point of damage to him. All right, keep that in mind. That was a run and gun. Run and gun will turn into a move actions for the demon. So I'm going to slide it up here, keep track of it. The next action, 1, 2. You know what? I'm just getting the hell out of this room. So we're going to use this to move 3. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. And our last action will be to interact with that doorway. And that gets us out of the room. All right. We're going on to door number 2. So, demons get left behind. All right, let's see what room we got. I'm really hoping for the engine room so I can get rid of the darkness. 1. No, it's the corridor. Okay. So, here's the layout. So I have 2 entrances. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to determine which one I'm coming in. Well, that didn't really work. 1. So I'm going to be coming in down here. This is the exit I'm leaving. And so we'll roll to see if there are any locked crates in here. There's 1 locked crate. I really don't like where any of them are, but we're going to see if there's any barrels. Oh, we have both barrels are in place. Where'd the other one go? There it is. All right, now the scary part. Let's see if there's any demons. Let's bring up the demon spawn chart. Roll a d6. We got a 4. All right, prowl. 2 demons within 4, out of line of sight. I think you can it's okay, so everything's in place. We're going to roll our pulse dice. Okay, so we get a movement. So one of them is going to move towards me. Demons go first. 1, 2, 3. We'll just move them right up in front of me. I get 2 things to do. I'm going to blast them. I'm going to use one of mine to blast them. And the other one I'm going to move. 1, 2, 3. So they get, the blast turns into a 1, and my move turns into a move for them. So he gets to move into base contact with me. What's the best angle here? All right, and he gets an attack on me. I have no evade tokens, so I have to make an armor save. And I did not. So we're going to get 1 pulse token. Or not pulse token, 1 more pulse die is going to be added. All right, so that's demon actions, survivor actions, mirror actions. So we're rolling 1 extra die here. This is the wound die. Oh, ho, ho, ho. All right. And this could be the end of the game again. So, he gets an evade. He cannot move because he's right next to me, so it gets downgraded to a 1. He cannot move again, so it gets downgraded to a 1. So we have 3 attacks. I'm just going to roll these 3 dice, 4, 5, or 6. I get to armor save it. 1, 2, 3. I take the damage. This could be the end of the game. If I fail all 3 of these, it's done. Oh, and I saved all of them. Whew. That was lucky. So, now, I have no actions, so we're right back to the new wits phase. We're rolling dice again. All right, this time at least I have something to do. So I have an evade. He has an evade that goes down to movement. He can't move. He gets to attack. This die. Oh, let's see. We'll do this one. 4, 5, or 6. I take a damage. I do not take a damage. I negated it. We'll see. This one will convert down to a 1, which is an attack. And again, I save it. Ooh, I'm really rolling lucky here today. So, still think it's a little. This is, yeah. Oh no, I can't remember. I think I have 1 action. So I'm going to use, I'm going to style on him. This is going to put me over here. I'm going to go in contact here, and normally he would get an evade, but he already has one, so he doesn't get a mirror action. And we're down to the new pulse phase. All right, there we go. So we got a movement. He can't. Goes down to a 1. So he gets 2 attacks on me. 4, 5, or 6 means I save it. 1, 2, or 3 means I take the wound. So I save one of them and I take 1 wound. All right, so I take my 2 actions. I'm going to try to interact with this. So, I have to look this up. There's something specific because I'm in close contact with him. Let's see if it's, excuse me. Doesn't say. So let me look that up real quick. I know I need to. Just looking up real quick because I know if I'm in base contact, it's harder for me to interact with things. I have to roll a die roll. Oh, okay. So it's just simple of 4, 5, or 6. And I did just catch something. Technically, this is not next to me. It has to be orthogonal. So, yeah. So I'll keep that in mind for next time. So 4, 5, or 6, I'm actually able to interact with it. I did not. I'm going to do another action. Try to do it again. This time I do. Let's see what's in that box. I'm really hoping for some armored plates. I need a 4 or 5. I need a 5 or 6 here. And I got the freaking flame grenade again. Oh, what a pain in the butt. All right, I got a flame grenade. All right. So, now I need to get the heck out of this room. We're going to roll these dice. These are the, oops, let me get rid of. All right. So I get 1, 2, 3. He gets 2 attacks. So we'll see. This could end the game here. It does not. And I get to bank those. That's actually pretty cool. So if I get one more 6 on an armor save, we're good. But I'm not even going to try because I'm going to get the hell out of this room. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. That's one action. Then I'm going to interact with the doorway. Get the hell out of here. Oh, we're going to reset the room. All right, let's roll to see what room we got. 4. Ah, finally, the engine room. All right, so look, this is the room we are looking for, so I can start shooting things across the board. So we got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the where I'm coming in. So it's going to be down here. Platform will be here. All right, we do have a console, which I definitely need to get to that console. The console is right here. Oh, is any good angle for you to see that? All right, so there's potentially one locked crate. Oh no, there just is one locked crate in this room. Where do I want it? It is over here. And we can discover barrels. So roll to see how many barrels are in the room. We have 1 barrel in the room. I'm going to put it right there. All right, so get me in the room. And now the scary part, demons. So let's look at the demon spawn. 5. All right. 2 spawn demons. 2 of the blade demons right there. And put the other one. You know what? I'm gonna make it a little harder, easier for me. I'm gonna put them way over here. So now I am working with 5 pulse. If I get 2 more, game over. Let's get rid of that. Let's go back. All right, here we go. Oh. Okay. Movement. All right, I get 2 actions. So first one's going to get closest one's going to try to get a move. 1, 2. He's right there. Closest one's going to try to attack. He's going to attack. 4, 5, or 6. I saved it. Second attack. 4, 5, or 6. I did not. So we got another pulse die added. So I'm going to blast him. Then I'm going to style on him. 1, 2. This is going to be at least give me an evade token. So that means as I style on him, the other one will get an evade token. The next closest, which is this guy. And with the blast, he gets an attack, but he's not close enough. So here we go, rolling 6. Yuck. One, one, two, two. I get 2 actions. So evade becomes a movement. So can he move? Yes, he can. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3. Now, as I read the rules, technically, that is not next to me. You have to be orthogonal. There we go. So he's going to use second move to orthogonal, and he's going to do 2 attacks. And, oh, I should do an evade. We're going to re-roll that. I got rid of one of them through an evade. We're just going to roll the 1. And that's it. So I at least made it through 3 rooms that time. I've won a few, though I think you tend to lose more games than you win in this one. It is challenging. So if anyone watches this on replay, tell me what I'm doing wrong. I'm sure either tactics or there might be some rules I've missed. I'm not going to try to claim to be an expert at it, but anyway, hit me up on the comments if you end up watching the replay of this and tell me what you think. What's my camera layout look like? Does this work for you? I tried to figure out some way to keep it interesting, but give you a couple different perspectives. So anyway, till next time, this has been Grover, and with Old Ones with Dice.